Hi Tony, nice to see you again. How's it been on the training pitch this week ahead of Birmingham?
Has it been good training? I think the players feel that we're moving the team in the right direction, and I think they feel confident, and I think they look forward to every game and every challenge. So yeah, it's been a positive week.
You've of course known all week that you're without your two centre halves with the suspensions with Ballard and O'Nien, so I suppose you've had time to prepare for that at least, rather than a last minute injury. Is that the likes of Sales getting an opportunity, one might presume?
He might do. Triantis is working really hard as well. So yeah, that's why you've got a squad of players. We've been having a look at them on the training ground. Really, we've been doing a lot of attack v defence and seeing who stands up to the quality of the attackers that we've got, and so them are decisions we have to make, and how we're going to balance the team off, and where we play certain players, and but yeah, it's been alright. Training's been good, and whoever plays, they're part of the group, they're part of the squad, they understand how we play, what we want to do, and hopefully that they come in and do very well.
Is restructuring a back four, is that always one of the bigger managerial challenges?
I think the game shows or dictates it. Let's hope that they just fit straight into the structure. The team wins, they're comfortable, they enjoyed the game, and and everything's positive. The other side of that, the flip side of that, of course, is that we don't look very joined up, and we struggle individually because we haven't played at the speed of the first team. And but I'm hoping the first one is what happens. We have a structure of how we play, and they just fit into the structure, and the actual name on the back of the shirt doesn't really make that much difference, because you're just doing the job that you're asked to do.
And of course, at the other end of the pitch, must be hoping that some of these young forwards you've got, like Rusin, barring just a slip, he could have got that all-important confidence-boosting goal. So it's just hoping that something will go the way of these young forwards to give them that confidence, I suppose.
Yeah, they have to work hard, they have to keep going, they have to work on the training ground. And listen, over the longer piece, what are we, 15 games in? Over the longer piece, hopefully they score their first one, and it becomes a knock-on, and they catch fire, and we're off, and we scoring plenty of goals. I think the goal scoring isn't really been an issue for the team. We've scored plenty of goals this season. Just young attackers. When the opportunity comes along, you hope that something falls for them. Whether it's off their backside or a 25-yard in the top corner, you hope that they get off and running, and let's hope that this weekend one or two of our strikers can score.
And if there has been a managerial bounce for Birmingham City, I suppose, not in terms of victories, but in terms of nearly beating an in-form Ipswich, so that would have given Wayne Rooney and Birmingham some confidence. What have you made of Birmingham City in the last few matches since Rooney came in?
Well, we've been watching the matches, of course. He seems to have made plenty of changes in every game. I think he's searching still for his best formula. I only say that because I see the personnel changes in the games, generally 3 or 4 each game, and he's looking at his squad, I think, at the moment. So, I think you have to judge Wayne over a longer period of game than 4 matches. It's of course sometimes you can have a bounce, a manager bounce sort of thing for a team that when a new guy comes in, the results swing positively, and yet he came in on the back of 2 wins from John Eustace, and obviously now is it 4 defeats, or 3 defeats and a draw, or 4 defeats and a draw, I'm not sure, but my focus is on us really. I've managed against Wayne before, when Blackburn had played Derby. It's he's a nice guy. I like Wayne Rooney. He's really humble, and a nice guy to talk to about football. So I look forward to seeing him the weekend. He knows that we'll be trying our best to win, and I know that Birmingham will be coming desperate to try and get a result before the international break. So we look forward to the challenge of the game, and hopefully with the backing of our supporters we can find a way to get 3 more points.
Could I just ask one final question about some of the longer term injured? I mean, there should be a point from things you've said in the last few weeks that come the turn of the year you could have quite a few selection headaches with players coming back into the fold. Can you give us an update on anybody who might be closer than others?
Haji Elisi is probably 2 or 3 weeks away from back into full training and back competing. You know, he's going to probably need to play some game time with the under-23s, but yeah, and I think, you know, Pembele is not too dissimilar time, 3-4 weeks. Embleton at this moment, we're not sure of a time scale for him. He gets so far down the line and then has a little setback and then pushes on again. But I don't really want to put a time scale on Embo. So, but like anything in our football industry, you know, you can look and think, oh, in 2 months' time we'll have some squad, and yet in 2 months' time we've probably picked up a different 3 or 4 injuries, I would suggest, somewhere down the line, and that's generally what happens. You get people back and you lose other people. So we've got a squad of players. We have to trust in them, and when their opportunity comes, like this weekend, not through injury but through suspension, they have to stand up and make your life even more difficult by being, you know, a standout player and doing really well and making it difficult to change a winning team. Thank you.
Tony, mentioned Azari Rusin there. He hasn't got that first goal yet, but he is getting a lot of minutes on the pitch. You're certainly showing faith in him. Would you say he's close to being fully settled in and adapting to the way things are here at Sunderland?
We're talking about Nazari Rusin.
Yes.
Was he played 2 games, has he? Naz is a lovely lad, and I was going to call him a kid. He's not a kid. He's 24 or 25 now, isn't he? But he's all right. He's quite tidy with the ball. He's direct. He wants to run in behind. He knows that his job is to try and score goals and be on the end of some of the moves that the wide players create. And if they eliminate, he has to get in the box and score the goals. He doesn't carry any edges with him, Naz. He's just. You generally get 1-word answers. Yes. When you say you're going to do this and you're going to get in the box and score. Yes. So listen, he's lovely. I just hope for him he can get on the end of something, and he's so nearly been on the end of things. He's a bit like Amir. Amir could have scored 3 or 4 goals by the minutes he's had on the pitch, and yet he's missed some pretty big chances when they've come along. The goalkeeper might have saved him, like QPR. He had a header in the 6-yard box, the keeper saved. He's put 1 or 2 over the bar. He's had 1 cleared off the line in the last home game. You know, that just they need something to fall for them. That is almost like a tap in or a roll in that can't miss. That gets them off and running. I think it's because when young strikers start chasing goals, it can be a burden for them. I think so.
Can I just? Folks, you just keep the noise down, right?
You know, that's our first team running down there.
I don't care.
They're all going to psychology class. Lovely. Hey, listen, I have to deal with them every day, mate. I'm forever telling them to shut up.
It's going to make a great TikTok, that.
Right. No, strikers. Listen, Nazi's doing great. He just needs a goal, like the others need a goal. Like Mason needed a goal, and Hamia needs a goal. Mayenda is not far away. I never mentioned Mayenda. Elijah Mayenda he's hitting the net more than anybody else in training of the young strikers, and so I hope he can take that onto the pitch when he gets on the pitch at first team level and he hits the net for us, because he's got a real rocket in his left foot.
You've got an international break obviously coming up. How do you use them? Do you use it as a chance to reset and also just reassess where you are in the league and get your injuries back, or do you actually find them a little bit frustrating that it sort of kills the momentum a little bit of the league progressing?
You know, I don't think that deep about them. They are what they are. You've got sometimes you think, oh, we'll do some work with the team, and yet, you know, who's going to be away? Hume's going to be away. Ballard's going to be away. Huggins is going to be away. You can't do any work with the back line really. unless you use the young players on the periphery, which of course you're constantly working with them every day anyway. Work with strikers. Yeah, we do that. we do that every day as well. So, yeah, really, you're talking about teamwork, and you can't work your team until probably the Thursday week past after they come back from that second international game. And so, if anything, they're a bit frustrating. They put the brakes on how quickly you would accelerate the work for your team and how we're going to play and what we do and your jobs. And you're hoping that they come back fit. But yeah, other than that, it's a chance for the boys who've been playing pretty regularly. So some of the lads who've played just about every game but are not involved in internationals, it's an opportunity to give them some time to be with their families, to go and relax. To go, if they want to get on a plane and go somewhere with a bit of sun, they go and do that. And maybe 3 or 4 of the days of the week, and they train the rest, so they keep ticking over really. And then that second week, when the internationals start coming back around Wednesday or Thursday, we're preparing for the next game. But in between, you have to assess who's played what minutes and who needs a break and who doesn't need a break, and you manage the week like that.
Finally, there's a big crowd display planned for this weekend against Birmingham City. Do you look forward to seeing what the Spirit of 37 can produce when you walk out the tunnel?
Right, you're talking about stuff I'd already know what you're on about there, but I'm assuming people are holding placards up and creating some sort of message or colour, are they? Yeah. Good. Yeah, listen, the supporters really are the main thing for me at this football club. Anybody says what's it like at Sunderland, it's an amazing club, and what makes it is the people, really, the fans, the supporters. It's quite an incredible football club. They deserve to be playing in the Premier League, and that's part of the journey that we are on, to try and see if we can get this club back to where it belongs. I say belongs, you have to do it on the grass, on the football pitch, but undoubtedly the supporters who can't affect what goes on the football pitch other than support the players. It's quite an amazing club, so it doesn't surprise me if the supporters are doing something special, because they're special every day, and we work hard every day to try and give them a team that they can be proud of, and we're doing our best.